Chris Godinez, licensed professional counselor, also the host of We Need to Talk on every Sunday at noon, and then I post these things up to Facebook and Patreon and all sorts of stuff. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. The views and opinions stated herein are mine and mine alone. They do not represent the ACA, the APA, or any other therapist for that matter. Boom, shakalaka done. I'd like to thank my sponsor, BetterHelp, BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/Chris Godinez. They're an online therapy company. They are international. So they've got 40,000 therapists working with them. I've gotten really good feedback from people using them. So thank you, BetterHelp.com/Chris Godinez. Okay, on to the questions. Let me get over here. Why are narcissists so sketchy? Why do they want to make you feel insecure? They use business trips and do sketchy things and then make you feel insecure for it. So, okay. Narcissists are sketchy, period. If they have an opportunity to cheat, lie, steal, screw you out of something, get ahead in a really nefarious way, they will do it. So oftentimes narcissists use business trips as their affair time. They will go, do an affair while they're on a business trip and be really sketchy about it and kind of almost like dare you to catch them kind of thing. So if they're prone to cheating, business trips are a great excuse to go cheat, basically, if they're cheaters. And though narcissists are arrogant and not that bright, quite frankly, and they will, drop hints kind of thing, or they'll do things that are sketchy. Healthy relationships, your partner should be able to go on a business trip and you don't even give it a second thought because you trust them, okay? And they don't do anything that would lead you to believe that there is anything to be sketchy, okay? In fact, good partners, healthy partners will let their partner know, hey, I'm thinking about you. Hey, I love you. Hey, I miss you. Hey, I wish you were here. And if they can, oftentimes they'll bring their spouse with them. So, for example, when John was working for different companies and they had business trips, he would often take me with him because he's like, I don't want to be alone here in this town. I'd rather be with you, so we would go together. And, just like when I have to go do the meet and greets, I bring him with me because I kind of sort of like him, it's a thing. So, yes, they will use any opportunity, as a business trip especially, to go do sketchy things, to drink, to gamble, to have an affair, to do a one-night stand, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Healthy people don't do that. Healthy relationships, there's none of this, how do I explain this? There's none of this angst, okay? Narcissists create angst. They want you upset. They want you thinking about them all the time. And so in order to do that, they don't understand that in healthy relationships, the partners do think about each other all the time, but it's in a healthy way. It's like gosh, I really like them. Gosh, I really miss them. Gosh, they're really good people. I enjoy talking to them. That kind of thing. That's a healthy way. With a narcissist in their crazy little minds, remember, you're dealing with somebody who's on the emotional level of between an 18-month-old and a 2-year-old. In their minds, it has to be drama. It has to be chaos. It has to be upset. That's what's going to keep them in your mind. And especially that jealousy thing. So narcissists need jealousy. They need that threat of a possible other person coming in and taking them away to keep you hooked. Because if you're codependent, that codependency will be like, well, but, how old are you? How old are you? If somebody is using jealousy to keep you hooked into a relationship, leave, period. If they're doing sketchy stuff while they're out on a business trip, or you think they're doing sketchy stuff when they're out on the business trip, or they're implying that they're doing sketchy stuff when they're out on a business trip, leave. There's no reason to stay. And a lot of abusers will, do the financial, well, you can't leave because I have all the money. Okay, you know what? There's plenty of social programs that can help you out. Is it going to be a struggle? Yeah, it is. Is it not going to be very fun in the beginning? No, probably not. Not going to be a lot of fun. Is it worth it in the end? Oh, hell yes. Absolutely. Get out. Save yourself. They're never going to change. They're never going to change. And if they're doing sketchy stuff when they're off on business trips and or letting you know they're doing sketchy stuff or implying that they're doing sketchy stuff so that you get jealous, that's so unhealthy. That is not normal. That is not normal. Let's be clear. That is not normal. So definitely, I want you to rethink that whole relationship if that's what's going on. So abusers have to be in control all the time. All the time. Over everything, including emotions like jealousy and love. And because they don't understand love. They do not understand love. They don't get it. Love is selfless. Selfless. You do things because you love the other person. Narcissists only do things if it aggrandizes them, if it benefits them somehow. They are not selfless. They don't do things out of the goodness of their heart, mainly because I think they have a chunk of coal where their heart should be, but so yeah, no, they always do things with an ulterior motive. There is never anything done that doesn't have an agenda or doesn't have a benefit to them or doesn't have a payoff to them or doesn't make them look good or whatever. So if you've got a partner that's using business trips to go off and have an affair or imply that they're having an affair, or if they use jealousy as a way to keep you hooked, the threat of another person coming in, that's something that's very common with narcissists is they need a harem. They need a harem. They need multiple narcissistic supply partners, basically. And it gives them, what's the word I'm looking for? It gives them the feeling of power and control and their version of joy to know that somebody is suffering because of them. Okay. So to know that, well, this person's feeling insecure because I'm out with my other harem member, it's like, oh, look how important I am. Look how wanted I am. Look how I am. It's like, what? No, people. No. So that's what they do. They need a harem. They need multiple lines of supply. They will take any opportunity they can if they are inclined to cheat, and they will often drop major hints that is exactly what's going on. And it's a game. It's a game. So, stop playing. Basically, stop playing. Leave. Get out. It's like if somebody's doing that, that's not a relationship. That's a game. That's a game partner. That's not a partner. That's somebody who's playing games. So anyway, that is that. Okay, so next week I will be talking about the connection between ADD, ADHD, OCD, and narcissistic abuse, because it seems like those kind of seem to go together in several instances that I'm thinking of. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about anxiety. I want to talk about what to do for your anxiety, how to help with anxiety, because you're going to have a lot of anxiety if you are with an abuser because, well, they do things that make us anxious, like be sketchy on business trips. And again, in that case, if they're doing stuff, or even if you think they're doing stuff and they're using that to rile you up, to get you to interact with them in a negative way, leave. It's not worth it. Be done. Be done. Be done. Is it going to be scary? You bet. Can you do it? You bet. So there that is. All right, guys. Next week, OCD, ADHD, anxiety, and obviously CPTSD, all of that fun stuff. So be good to each other. Take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you on Sunday. Bye.